every person I talk to
is alive.
That's true. Thank you, Guggie, for finishing the sentence. I appreciate it.
Is Matthew, our video is good, and you might just.
I did not do that. I don't know what.
Hello. You're
Hey.
Puzzlemaster.
Savant.
Darium, buddy. Are you actually the Savant?
No.
Darium! So we're messing around with this new minion, the XAAN. The XAAN sets outsiders to a specific number and then poisons all townsfolk on the night corresponding to that number. So if there are 2 outsiders in the game, then all townsfolk will be poisoned night 2. If there's only 1, they're poisoned the first night. If there's 3, the 3rd night, etc. I had thought when building a XAAN script or when thinking about a XAAN script to make a Leviathan script. So I'm very happy that Guggie ran with that idea and came up with a script that Guggie is entitled Extreme Drinking. Centered around the Leviathan, definitely one of the more controversial demons because it turns the game into much more of a puzzle solving. So I don't know if it's XAAN or XAAN. I think both are fine. My script is entitled Xanadu, Now We Are Here. So I'm leaning hard in to XAAN. But XAAN works as well. Shrug. Let's see what Guggie has in store for us.
I don't think I've played in a game with Magician in at least a month.
Yeah, you played on one script where I was the magician over on Gaku's stream with a Leviathan of all things.
Yeah, that would have been over a month ago, I think.
Yeah, that would have been like 3 or 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That
a
probably is the
Leviathan.
last time, yeah.
It was a Leviathan script, but was it a Leviathan script?
No, because the XAAN didn't exist.
With that, I'm going tonight. Good night.
Oh, we have real shit.
Oh my god. Sorry.
No warning, just it's
I
time.
looked at what the XAAN does.
People shouldn't be surprised. Come on. All right. Oh boy. The role that I cited out on this script as very, very interesting. So the village idiot, and we actually encountered this on the one game that recently posted to YouTube talking about the centering the organ grinder and the change around the organ grinder, because the thing that happened in that game was a sober village idiot got drunk one night and it sort of set this spiral where suddenly that person to me had to be the drunk because they were labeling me as evil and I knew I wasn't evil. So this is going to be some mystery solving. We have an added layer of figuring out whether or not we are drunk or not on the basis of Widow, on the basis of a potential XAAN night. There is no way that we can be drunk, which is great. We could be puzzle drunk, I guess, which would also be interesting. But this script will be fun. This will be a good time. Who do we want to check first? I'm so tempted to pick Matthew. I might pick Matthew. Amy is a good choice, but Matthew's also a good choice. Anyone is fine. I'll pick myself. I have actually had... Oh, The Lost. The Lost could be fun. Everyone has tells to a certain extent, Chase. I do think that some of us lean into expanding our metas, like, over and over again, and like trying to stay ahead of a sort of metagame. As an example, there was a game that I played with the Ravenswood Bluff Community Center where I was notorious at the time for lying to people almost all the time. Up until a certain point, and I still tend to be a little bit deceptive in the very beginning. But I was playing a game of Trouble Brewing, and I drew the Undertaker token, and I just hard claimed Undertaker to absolutely everybody, and I was never poisoned, and I was never killed, and I lived till Final 3, and I was like, I understand exactly what this game is. Because everyone believed that when I was telling them Undertaker, oh, I was the Raven Keeper, I was the soldier, I was We'll deal with Atreides later. I was a washerwoman who'd seen the Undertaker. So I think there's an element oh no. Oh boy. All right. We'll see. I'm terrified. Might be a marionette, guys. Let's find out. I'm always fascinated when I meet people who lean like really hard into socials or really hard into mechanics. It's like you have to do both, or you're going to get swamped by the people who are better at one or the other. So like if you completely void yourself of mechanics, I'm gonna suss you out a little bit because that's weird. Like, and if you completely say, oh no, oh yeah.
The end, and if
Hello.
Matthew.
Evil.
Okay, great, perfect. Thank you.
That's what happens when I get. It's the only thing I take personal in the entirety of the game. But that's what I do and who I am. Oh well.
It did sound like that, but also Guggie. This is the one thing that I will not do is I try not to meta storytellers, and maybe that's a mistake on my part. I just know that like this is where I presume that other people are like me, which is not true, but I try to make sure that I give the same information in the same sort of tone. I try to like make sure that I'm even doing the same things. Like one of the things that I learned from an Aggie guest appearance on Jam's podcast, ST Time, is it's important to do all the things that a storyteller might do so that nothing seems out of sorts. So I've started, even in my live games, like waking a demon and asking them if they voted, or waking a minion and asking them if they nominated. I know. They're a lot of fun, Drew.
Guys, guess what? It's day one of a Leviathan game. That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh god, it's not a
Who
right.
would have expected it?
So unexpected.
It's not a right.
Oh boy, what are you telling me?
I hate it when I learn at the end of the game I was a marionette to a demon, so I'm informing you immediately, just so you know.
Okay, you are the demon.
The other minion is Ryan.
Okay, alright. We got this. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. I drew the village idiot token.
Oh, nice.
So
we
this'll be-
also have...
This will be fun.
Yeah, we also have Preacher, Recluse, and Knight as bluffs.
Okay.
So I will
perfect.
be claiming Knight. If anybody asks, I was giving you 2 of a Knight and
Sure.
a Noble.
Be careful with that. But yeah, that's as long as you look like more like a minion who is trying to save their Leviathan. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Percent the mutant.
Hello.
Hi.
What would you like?
I don't know if your face looked confused. I don't know. Anyway, hi. I'm the preacher. I preached
the
Whitney Joe last night.
Preacher. Okay.
Yeah.
I am the village idiot.
Ooh. Who'd you
If
track?
you, Matthew.
Did you get an evil on Matthew?
I got an evil on that.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm the noble and Matthew's in my pings.
Oh no!
My pings are Whitney, Joe, Matthew, and Ryan. I was going to claim to be the preacher to each of them that
Whitney,
preached them.
Joe, Matthew, and Ryan. Okay, so we... I mean, it's a Leviathan game. Like, if it's a Xaan one night, then things could be, but I could check Matthew again tomorrow.
Maybe. Or you could check me if you want to trust my information.
Or I can check you. I mean, the dilemma is, like, whenever, like, two pieces sort of coincidentally point at each other, and they are coming from, like, two very distinct sources. Like, this was just a happenstance. You're not claiming Village Idiot who also selected Matthew and got evil. You're claiming a noble who was given Matthew as one of the names. So it's just, all right, okay. We have.
I'm gonna say I'm the preacher to everyone
executions.
else, just
Great.
so you know.
I love it. If you find one, like, they're more than welcome to check me. If you want to believe that I'm evil. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. What a conundrum.
It's so bizarre. That's funny.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
What are you, Tony?
You first.
Village Idiot.
I'm the general.
Ooh, okay. What did you get last night?
I think it's pretty guessable.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, so the reason that I say that is a noble received a player that I read as evil in my pings.
Okay.
Which, if you are a general, that probably means either both of that information is true or it was specifically a Xaan night last night, and all of that information is false. So we just have to, like, wait until to see if we can figure out whether or not it was a Xaan. But, like, otherwise, there's, like, sort of two independent sources. One that was storyteller driven and one that was player driven, pointing to one player being evil right now. And you are saying that good is winning. Therefore,
it's
I'm
slightly good, is what I was told.
Okay, then it's probably not a demon that we saw. It's probably just the minion.
Who
But
was
still, Matthew.
Matthew.
There is a noble with Matthew in their pings, and I am a village idiot who got evil on Matthew last night.
Interesting. He's not gonna like that.
Well,
have you spoken?
In the immortal words of Matthew before the game, he doesn't have to like it.
Have you heard of any other village idiots? Some people have
I have not yet. No.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Thanks.
Good luck.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Okay. Hello, Dave.
Hi.
What are you a village idiot?
No.
Interesting. Okay. I am. I got an evil on someone in a set of noble pings.
Interesting.
And there is apparently a general who learned that good was slightly winning last night.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm the Undertaker. And I'm okay with... Yeah, I'm okay with coming out because it's a Leviathan game, so evil can't touch me, theoretically.
Yeah.
The only way they could touch me is if I was Widow Poison Night 1.
Right. That's fair. Was there no one announced a Widow Ping, though?
No, nobody's announced one yet.
I got one.
Yeah.
Shut up, Guggie. All right.
Guggie.
Okay. Okay. Cool. That's good to know. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it is also to help the Puzzlemaster.
I just realized that everyone that I've talked to, my role is pointless. I don't know if I did.
Yeah, right. It is.
I don't think that's true. I think it's extremely valuable. It's just you're gonna get limited use out of it anyway.
Oh no! Did
Can I
find
ask if
stuff that
there-
says stuff? No.
I just would like to know if anyone had heard of a widow's call.
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
Is it
Good,
like-
Guggie's not a sucker and gave us a Xan and a widow. I'm so proud of you, Guggie.
Who said I gave you a Xan?
Hey, Guggie, I have a rules question.
That's a great question that I would love to answer.
Oh, okay. It's like I was waiting for the question.
Yeah.
We're not special
Happens.
enough to get the question.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there? Guggie, what outsider manipulation is on this script?
Xan.
Ladies, they just
Oh, Xan.
released a character. Ryan.
Actually, wait. Xan has outsider minute?
Yes.
Yeah,
it
the
sets
ultimate
the
outsider.
outsiders
It is
to a certain
outsider
number.
manipulation.
It's algebra.
Jesus Christ.
Change them?
Yes, so it overrides all
Yep.
other outsider count manipulators. It is the final decision maker of how many outsiders are in play.
I was doing.
That's
Ryan,
important.
that's-
I did not
Ryan,
know
that's why I was asking you what I was asking you.
Yeah, okay, I did not realize that that's how that worked. But
Yeah.
with that being said, I'd like to also here guess that me and Atreides are the minions and Minties are our beautiful demons. Thank you. And good night.
Okay, sure. Matthew.
I'll hold if other people have Elsie or stuff they would like to do, just so you can keep that straight.
Okay, Tosho.
Darium, are you an outsider?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the first one then.
Okay.
I give it to you.
Darium.
I will also here pick Amy and Atreides as minions and Dave as Leviathan.
Incredible.
And you win. Congrats, Dave.
Wow, rude. Matthew, if Darium is telling the truth on what they just said, then I've heard of now two. If that is true.
Then I am completely sober and prepared to use the information that I have. Hi, I'm your resident seamstress who used my ability on night 1, and I have more than one outsider claim, which tells me the Xan has not made me drunk, which means one of Amy or Atreides is evil. So I say the
Oh no! Absolutely not. You're
Or
suck.
You're getting what you deserve.
Or one of the outsiders is lying.
I have 3.
Or two of the outsiders are lying.
So
That's possible.
I will out some information that I've heard of. I've heard of both a village idiot evil ping on Matthew and also a noble ping on Matthew from 2 different people that I happen to trust. So do I believe that? No. If you want to kill us, that's fine, but we should kill Matthew.
Oh,
I've also heard.
Oh.
I've also
That's
heard that
going
we
cocked.
have. I've also heard that we have a king in play, so this could be very useful information given the
Yes.
new King Leviathan jinx.
Yes.
What is
Ooh,
it?
wait, what's that drink?
I can read it if you'd
As
like out
long
loud.
as a player is dead during a Leviathan game, a king learns information.
Oh.
Oh.
So we would learn
So you
something
might
for an
want
earlier
to go
ed.
day 1.
I mean, you'd gain information. Okay, well, there'd be other players that also gain information, and I think that it would be good to help our king.
Yeah.
On that note, I nominate Darium.
Okay. Why?
Oh wait, nom's open.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
So first of all, Darium is not bluffing Savant, which is really, really weird. Second of all, this nomination is also kind of just to test a thing that I'm not going to disclose in public. And third of all, there's another thing that I'm not going to disclose in public that points to him. That's all.
Okay, Darian, why didn't you talk to me today? You are muted. Oh, I have to click this button. I didn't know.
Okay, so 2 pieces of the accusation is pieces I'm not allowed to know. And the first piece is that I'm not claiming Savant. That is, 1, because I think it's important in a song game to not lie about being an outsider, unless specific reasons. And 2, I was busy making meatballs, so I didn't make up Savant bluffs yet. I'll bluff Savant tomorrow.
Okay. You need 6.
Meatballs are delicious.
Okay.
Never been.
Okay,
I will
the
not
organ
be
grinder
voting.
is poisoning themselves, so.
I have a piece of information to share then. Actually, I need to double check one more thing with Guggie. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Oh my.
Was
So
I
I'm just gonna
read
put-
Okay,
Marionette?
Okay, so if both of my neighbors are telling the truth and not both lying, which Toshio as a mutant makes a lot of sense to me, but that's another story. Not that Toshio claimed mutant, Guggie, don't.
Okay, thank you. No worries.
Yeah, so basically, based on my information, either both of my neighbors are lying, or
Thank you.
we have a poisoned or
Hey,
a self-poisoning organ grinder right now, or
Hey.
a self-poisoning widow.
Oh, if
What?
we have a self-poisoning widow, I think I know exactly who it is based on their claim. But
Guggie, are you reusing the Savant statements from Monday?
I don't know what you're talking about. Dave.
What?
Dave nominates Toshio.
Dave nominates Toshio. Why?
Okay, so as quick as possible, if Whitney Joe is thinking that Toshio could be a certain role, that's fine. We were told that there's a king in play, potentially. Executing Toshio here, I would get to see something. We could tell then if it's a Xaan game or not. And also a king would get a piece of information. If Toshio happens to be a quote-unquote Toshio, then this should not be a big deal. I like the fact of getting information.
Toshio.
That's true. I claim Toshio.
Epic. You need 6.
wink.
I mean, if you're gonna claim an off-script role like that, we have to.
I see Toshio on the script. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add Toshio.
Yeah.
I feel like I've basically claimed my role in public, so should I just share my info?
Yeah.
Just,
I mean, you just did.
you said it, both pieces.
Okay,
already.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll put the specifics in chat though.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Matthew.
Matthew nominates Matthew.
Whoa, wowie. That's crazy. Matthew, why are you Dave?
It's actually to help benefit Dave. The king gets information, and I get verified, and Amy and Atreides has to deal with it. So yeah, let's do this.
Okay, defense?
I'm too pretty to die.
Alright, that's debatable. You need 6.
It is, it really is.
Send it.
Sure.
Wait, are we? Ooh, do we really?
Yes.
Want... Okay.
Yes.
Yes. We do.
Yes.
I hope you are, because
Like-
7's enough.
Interesting.
Because
I don't
once
get-
Dave verifies my identity,
There
Amy and Atreides
are
are basically
a lot of
neutralized.
informations, and I'd like to see where it goes.
But what if you got demon Matthew?
Well, we'll have it narrowed down. One of the two of them will be evil.
Yeah, but what if we want to nominate one of them and they are the good?
But this verifies my information. It's completely sober.
Wait,
I
how?
mean, it doesn't necessarily.
It does. It does for me.
There's a Puzzlemaster, Matthew.
Yeah.
I don't think that. Well, then guess me. Guess me. It's the Puzzledrunk.
I would wait.
I think
I
Guggie
don't
would
think
make
it's
Whitney
early enough.
Joe puzzle drunk if it was going to be anybody. I could see Guggie just laughing himself all the way to town,
Let me just
making
move
the savant puzzle
over
drunk
to
when
Tony
Darium is
D.
the puzzle miss.
I don't know because Guggie seemed like he was genuinely thinking very, very hard.
That's crazy.
does
I would
that.
never. Matthew has died. Good night.
Oh dear.
Okay, but chat, I know
It's night 2 of a Leviathan.
self-poisoning widow
Stupid.
is fun. But what about a Puzzledrunk Marionette? So Kiwi came out to us and claimed that we were the Marionette. And honestly, based on the fact that Kiwi...
I read Matthew as good.
I'm glad, Ryan.
I don't have a read on Matthew just yet.
Oh boy. I hope there are 3. I don't think it matters, but we'll go Kiwi.
Why don't you think it matters?
Because I think I'm being strung along by mysterious forces, Guggie.
That's crazy. Thank you for letting me know, so I know what to tell the dreamer. You you learn good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Fun game, but oh man.
Eveza! You were streaming? Oh, Eveza.
Oh, also the other reason I didn't
Amazing.
think I was puzzle drunk. Guggie asked me what the because
Thank
I
you
told
for the
Guggie
raid. Welcome,
that I had been literally typing up fake info for a Savant bluff when I got the Savant roll, and then Guggie asked me to send it to him and so that he could use it so he didn't have to think of anything. And
Nice. But good. I'm glad you're back on the stream. That's amazing. We'll have to catch up. We drew the Village Idiot token. We have been told that we are the Marionette by Kiwi. We checked Matthew night 1 and got evil. Amy learned that it was Matthew, Ryan, or Whitney Joe. If we have 3, so if we have 2, I expect Dave to get bunk information. If it,
I'm still dead.
Bummer.
Wait, no one died?
I'm
kidding.
Because they asked.
what's up?
Matthew, I don't. This could be a 50-50. I'm sorry. I'm the bearer of bad news. I saw Matthew as Marionette.
Next to me. That's fine too. If I'm a Marionette,
Okay.
that's great.
Huh.
Oh, that's.
That is very interesting now with my information.
I mean, if they're 50-50, I don't care.
I got you essentially, Ryan.
Dave, you're the Marionette to Amy. That makes sense.
Oh, that's strange.
Hello, what are you?
Butler.
No, try again.
Okay, XAAN. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's night 2.
Yeah.
Got
I
it.
didn't know if Kiwi told you or not. I didn't know if it was you.
Kiwi did tell me. Okay, so it's XAAN night 2.
So I don't know what the bluffs are. I didn't know which of you were.
Night shit.
I mean, I'm in a hard Butler.
Stick with it.
Claim night, and I said, what?
No, it's great. That honestly, that makes sense. Oh, Recluse, Preacher, and Knight. Kiwi was going Knight. I drew the Village Idiot token. I was the Village Idiot that selected Matthew and got evil.
Oh, beautiful.
If it was a XAAN Knight, I probably know who I'm checking tomorrow just to make sure that I'm getting. I don't know.
It has to have been a.
It has to have been a XAAN Knight, yes. The question is whether or not I am the Marionette or whether I am just the drunk VI.
I mean, I don't know which of you or Tony is the Marionette. I just know one of you are.
Yep, yeah. And I trust Kiwi that it is me. I just have been played before. Okay, so interesting. All right, good luck.
We should try and make it so that that's not seen as a XAAN Knight as best as we
Yeah,
can.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yep,
All
let's
right.
do it.
Bye.
I might only have you, Ryan.
If it is 2, then it could be.
Hello.
Are you fucking evil, Atreides?
no.
I need to know if you're evil. I'm not evil.
Didn't. I checked you and I got good. So unless last night was
Okay.
specifically a XAAN Night, then I do think I trust you, and I think Matthew's just the Marionette.
Oh, fun.
And
Okay,
so it's
my
just
thing
a question
is,
of Tosho or the Lost.
I think there could be a self-poisoning widow, and the Lost was given the Grim and is claiming Dreamer. So either the Lost is the Widow, or the Lost got the full Grim from a Widow and is claiming it to look more like a minion than the demon.
Understood.
Is my thought process.
So Whitney Joe is basically saying that Tosho and Darium are both claiming to be townsfolk.
No, they're both claiming to be outsiders.
Both claiming to be outsiders?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I think
one
it's
is,
just
and the
Tosho.
other one is reading.
Wait. Why is it not just Tosho then? Because if Tosho is claiming to be an outsider but not an outsider, then Tosho is trying to muck up if we have a Xaan, when the night is. Wait, but
I'm thinking we might have not had a Xaan night at all because of the fact that we killed the Xaan last night. I think that Matthew could have been a Xaan that was trying to place suspicion on someone else.
Well, but then how does Dave see Matthew as a marionette?
Ooh, you're right. Maybe it was a Xaan night and there are the two outsiders.
That could
But then
be
you
it.
got true information on me in order to make you think that I'm evil.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see Guggie doing that. Like, in the game we played last night, Amy, I disseminated almost entirely true information the entire time.
Right.
And it worked to evil's great effect. Okay, all right. Is, I guess, the world where Matthew is a Xaan and not the marionette is probably that we have a Xaan and a Widow, and Dave is Widow poisoned, or Puzzledrunk.
I haven't heard anyone come out with a widow's ping though.
Yeah.
So unless
that's
we
fair.
have like a politician that got it that's hiding it.
Yeah, that's my other concern. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
You're legitly claiming Puzzlemaster,
Who
right?
pinged me?
Yes.
It was Dave. I wanted to chat with you and Amy.
Oh, okay. I mean, we can chat. You saw Matthew as Marionette.
Yes.
Okay, I do think that if anyone is Puzzledrunk, it's probably you. If we are distrusting, if we believe that last night was a... Wait. Fuck.
So Darium and Ryan are claiming outsider. Tosho is assumed to be an outsider based on Whitney Joe's information and the way that Tosho is playing. So that would be 3. So I would have sober information unless I am the puzzle drunk.
Darium is claiming Puzzlemaster. Ryan claimed Butler to me. Okay. Whitney Joe's Savant information is either his neighbors are the same character type or there was a minion Droizend.
Correct.
So
now
we're thinking no Xaan?
Right now, I'm not sure. Minty saw Butler. So
interesting.
Yeah. Me and Minty right now, we're like, if it is a Xaan game and the 3 outsiders are true, then if I'm receiving sober information, the Lost and Tony would have to specifically be the Leviathan. Unless it's Ryan is lying and it's a Xaan game and there's only 2 outsiders, then we got bad information today, so Ryan theoretically.
So we think Tosho is a mutant?
I think so.
Okay, all right.
This is interesting.
Dave, my information seems sober left.
Mine doesn't.
Oh, interesting. What's your information, Whitney?
Ooh.
Clock 2, Chef 2, which I guess is the reason I say it doesn't seem sober is because of what Dave dug up, but
if it is sober, then Matthew's both neighbor could be evil.
Or Chef?
If it's Chef 2 and Dave is telling the truth, and I am what Dave saw me as, then I'm basically in the Lord of Typhon.
We don't have any recluse claim.
I mean, we are also playing with Tosho, and Tosho likes to hide the actual role for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if they are actually in a clues.
So,
I mean, I think it's important for world building that outsiders are outed.
Yeah.
Are you the recluse?
It really is.
Nope.
Tosho denied being the recluse and the politician. If Tosho is the mutant, then we're just gonna have to deal with it. But
Tosho, can you claim an outsider?
I'm a preacher. I'm not an outsider.
in the off chance that Matthew is good and Tosho outs as an outsider, then we just lose.
Yeah, that's not a safe idea.
The only thing was to see his reaction, and I think it answers, but in the convoluted way.
I also think Tosho was planning on bluffing. Oh, sorry, Ryan, I didn't see your hand. Go for it.
Trying to talk for 2 minutes. Currently, the working theory that me and Tony just came up with is that it's a Xaan night, and some people got correct information. I actually thought it was just everybody gets false info. It's poison, so some people may have gotten good information, and information that is slight, like a twisting of the truth. So that's the concurrent theory me and Tony came up with.
So in your world, Ryan, it's a self-poisoning widow and a Xaan are the minions, right?
I have no idea what other minions.
Well, no, based on Whitney Joe's Savant information day 1.
Or a drunk organ grinder.
A drunk organ grinder.
Or a drunk organ grinder. But what I'm saying is, if last night was a Xaan night, then one of the outsiders must be lying. We have 3 outsider claims. Well, we have 2 outsider claims and 1 person that we believe to be an outsider on the basis of Whitney Joe's Savant information.
Well, and also the fact that they claimed Undertaker until we killed someone and then started claiming something else.
Sure. No, the second statement is false. The first statement is true if you're sober.
What if it... Okay, so... go ahead, Darian, sorry.
Yeah, it could also be Widow poisoned Xaan and the politician got the ping.
Why would they poison their own Xaan? That doesn't help.
No. What Darian was
Widow
saying
poison.
is that the widow poison is out, the Xaan is out, and
there's
the politician.
Okay. No, I meant what I said. Amy was correct.
I was gonna...
okay. Darian, I love you.
What if the Chef 2, or the Chef 2 is correct? Tosho's evil as a minion or the demon, and we have a hidden politician somewhere, because like this is going too good to be true. I don't know.
The politician wouldn't register as evil right now.
Yeah. No.
The
politician wouldn't be the one that's registering as evil, but it's Tosho, Matthew, the Lost, and Tony.
It's an outsider hiding to allow space for an evil player to get away with claiming an outsider.
And that's why I'm inclined to believe it's only a 2 outsider game. And Dave, you were poisoned, unless you don't see me as what I am.
I would have to be specifically the puzzle drunk.
No, you would just be poisoned by the Xaan. If there are 2 outsiders, last night was a Xaan night.
I think if there's a politician, they got the widow ping, and you happen to be the poison player, Dave. So that if you did ever get information, that we would get you poisoned. Like if there's, I think there's a. Ooh, I don't know. What is you then?
Amy, with that, how do you explain?
What does that make Matthew?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
How many are there that think they received false information tonight?
Amy, I'm struggling to make your info make sense unless Matthew's info also works.
I'm sort of 50-50 on my information, Darian.
If yesterday was the Xaan drunk everybody night, I got sober information.
Okay.
And it's not drunk,
Are you
it's everybody.
The Lost, did you see a minion or a demon last night?
I saw Undertaker Widow.
Okay.
Oh, so you're claiming that you chose me as dreamer?
Undertaker what? Sorry.
Widow.
Yes.
And that is what the Lost told me when I asked.
My concern is that you're evil together, and the Lost got the Grim from a widow.
I'm just trying to make my, like, if I'm assuming no Xaan, because that just makes my brain work better.
Widow knowing Dreamer is a bluff to keep Dreamer actually does work.
Yeah, that's also a working theory.
Tosho, Matthew, Lost works.
Amy, Dave, Tony works.
But that would be a real...
Can we watch the overtalk, y'all? Like, I know it's nighttime, so we're all just kind of chatting, but I want to make sure we are not over-talking each other, that we can all make sure there's space for us all to be heard.
Yeah.
On that note,
Ryan,
please.
you were asking something?
I completely forget what I was saying because you had cut it
I'm
off.
so
with saying,
sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying to give you space.
Yeah.
Like, are we positive it's a Xaan game? Like, is it a possibility that Guggie just
Not
assumed
entirely
that-
as of this moment.
I think
Dave,
we're under.
I just view it as one of two ways. Dave, you're either, well, three ways. Either you're the puzzle drunk, and you're not going to get correct information. It was a Xaan game last night, and thus you're not seeing me correctly. Or you're widow poisoned. Assuming you're good. Assuming you're good. I'm going on the assumption that you are what you claim to be.
But the problem is me seeing you what I saw you as. Like, honestly, unless the demon would come up and tell you that you are, you wouldn't know.
Right, and that's true. But then the information that the Savant is giving is way too game breaking for day 2.
I mean, it's a Leviathan game, so people are going to continually get information though, and not kill on it.
But to say Chef 2 or Clock 2 would either imply my neighbors are both evil, or I'm 2 steps away from my demon. If I'm the Marionette.
Hello.
I hate everything about this game.
What? That's crazy.
I am
That's what I love to
apparently
hear.
the only village idiot. I think just to make sure, based on... I think just to make sure I have to check Kiwi again. Kiwi, please.
You learn. What did I tell you yesterday?
You told me good.
You learn good.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, I know. This is the dumbest thing about that.
If
No,
Tosho was an
okay.
outsider, Tosho was exactly the mutant or the politician.
And we should not push
Yeah.
on it any further.
Okay.
I'm not the mutant, so.
We're not going to...
No.
Okay, hold on. I don't think the storyteller would ever execute Tosho on the basis that other people believe Tosho to be
Okay,
a mutant.
fair.
Tosho is not claiming to be an outsider. Tosho is
Fair.
abiding by madness. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't need to
I
worry about
am
being
not.
If they're
I am
mad.
not trying to push on madness. If anything,
Understood.
I'm just trying to make a world where Marionette can sit in that place
You're
without
very-
being next to a demon.
Yeah.
And I want to believe the Lost Anthony because
makes
his
perfect sense.
information would collide with Dave, and that
Tony, can we
makes
talk
some
tomorrow?
world works.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go get a drink.
But at the same time, there is just as much risk that either Dave and the Lost Anthony are in conclusion, or I don't know really.
Oh,
That
definitely not.
would be a big information stretch.
Here's here's my struggle. If Dave is droizened and getting, I don't know why you would give Mario, which feels very. It just
I mean,
feels
it-
like info, right?
It feels it obfuscates my role and my information because my information could be minor than game breaking. Because if my information is true and I'm actually the Seamstress, then Amy or Atreides is evil.
The world, I believe, is that. Plus, if Matthew's the Marionette, it gives free reign to go into either of their neighbors without major question, which, if Matthew is good, it just means that the second good is likely going to die based off of that.
The
So
dilemma-
it's...
Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
I was going to say, the dilemma with if Matthew is good, it almost certainly means that their neighbors are good as well, based off of if it is a zombie, or if Dave is somehow poisoned or inebriated in any way.
The dilemma that I'm having is if last night was a Xaan night and we are trusting Matthew, I got a good on Amy, so that makes me think that Matthew's information is correct. Amy is actually evil, but I think I trust Amy.
I mean, it is just possible that we got. I would just choose to think of day 2 information if we think it's a Xaan night as arbitrary rather than.
Sure, that's
I'm
fair.
muted because I'm putting a pot roast in the oven, but I'm just good. I am listening to World Building at night.
Especially Atreides, if you are, I don't know if there's a second one. I'm assuming you're claiming the VI base.
I don't believe there's another VI.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing: all the information. If Matthew Tosho Lost is the world, it lines up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people's information. It's just good. All the people on the bottom have to gain info. It makes sense. The people on the right and the top, all of it makes sense. That's the problem. It's way too much of an open shut case. If that's
so, someone is bluffing well.
Either
I mean, I can go off the conversations I had. Every person I talked to
is alive.
That's true. Thank you, Guggie, for finishing the sentence. I appreciate it.
Is Matthew RVG is good, and you might just.
I did not do that. I don't know what.
Hello. You're
Hey.
Puzzlemaster.
Savant.
Darian, buddy. Are you actually the Savant?
No.
Darian! All right.
I told everyone day one I was a Puzzlemaster.
Okay. You have not used your guess.
No.
Is there a world? So last night I checked the Lost and I got evil.
Huh.
Is there a world where Amy is the Puzzledrunk and received both Matthew and Ryan in her ping, their
what?
pings? And it is a chef 2.
What is Amy claiming?
Amy's claiming to be a noble.
Oh, no.
Who got, I forget their pings. I know that Ryan and I know Matthew, and I think it was either you or Whitney. Alternatively, I could be Puzzledrunk as the only village idiot.
I have so many potentials. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
It could be Matthew
with a
and both you and
Xaan.
Amy are good.
Yeah, with a Xaan, there's a lot of question.
So yesterday could have been the sober day, and Chef 2 is the last Matthew Tosho, Amy, Dave, Tony D, or last Ryan, Minty.
Yeah.
That seems less good.
Yeah. That's true.
It's also possible it's Psalm 3, but then Dave could be the Puzzledrunk.
Yes, also true. Yeah. Okay.
No, wait. Then Witness doesn't make sense, does it? Wait.
Whitney's.
What's Witness?
Whitney's is either Clock 2 or Chef 2, which is.
Doesn't make. Oh yeah, it
insane.
could make sense with they being Puzzledrunk.
Yeah.
Because as long as.
Yep.
It doesn't work with Marionette, but if Matthew is not the Marionette, then it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Like dirty pool.
I mean, that could also be fair. Your information doesn't seem to line up with Whitney Joe's.
Hello.
Hello. May I know your information if you want to share?
Sure. I am Village Idiot. I selected Matthew, night 1, got evil. Selected Amy, night 2, got good. Selected The Lost, last night, got evil.
Do you think it's a Xaan?
If it is a Xaan, then if it's a Xaan, I think it has to be last night.
Okay.
Or the Lost. The problem that I'm having is if it's Xaan 2, and I think you're the same type as Darian, but that's neither here nor there. In that case, Ryan would be lying.
Okay.
And Minty saw specifically what Ryan was claiming night 2.
Okay.
So in that world, I think it's Ryan or the Lost that is probably the... I think in my world, it has to be the Lost because, well, no...
Ryan could be evil, Amy could be evil, because you got a good...
Could be... Well, no, but okay, if it's Xaan 2, how did I, as the sole village idiot, get an evil on the Lost last night?
Oh, yeah.
I could be Puzzledrunk.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But then Matthew is claiming that Amy and I are on opposite teams. So, like,
yeah.
it's just, I think it's coming down to, if we think it's a Xaan, what night the Xaan activated.
Yeah.
And if one of the claimed outsiders is lying, then it could have been night 2, but that means I got quote-unquote good information on night 2, which contradicts Matthew's information.
I see. Okay.
So.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Oh
my.
my. Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. What's going on?
What's your readings?
I got Matthew evil, Amy good, the lost evil. And as far as as far as I know, I am the only village idiot in this town. So if we suspect, what did you get last night?
Slightly evil.
What did you get night 2?
Dominant good. And Guggie said that he doesn't do relativistic things. It's just whatever he thinks is happening at that precise moment.
How do we go from dominant good, slightly evil? So if last night was a Xaan night, then your slightly evil is incorrect. My evil could be incorrect. Oh god.
Yeah,
General
I don't
with
know,
Xaan, I'm not sure I like. Okay.
Yeah,
right,
thanks.
Thank you.
Kneel before Xaan, Atreides.
Is that a hard claim?
No, it's just
Yeah.
they said that they didn't like General and Zod together, and it just made me think General Zod. So I was
That's fair.
I'm gonna
put an end of day
that.
timer in right now because I don't think there's going to be any nominations for some reason. There you go. Do whatever you want.
Okay, so I don't. Things are fucky. I'm gonna give my information. I'm the general, which I think I've said previously. On night 1, I got slightly good. On night 2, I got dominant good. And then last night, I got slightly evil. And Guggie has clarified that he does not do relativistic general information. He just says whatever he thinks is happening at the time. So assuming I've been told the truth, something crazy happened between nights 2 and 3, but more than likely one of these two pieces of information is poisoned. So yeah.
Either that or claiming both information as good and sober in this case would mean we actually killed a minion and then slightly evil because we are not killing evil.
Oh,
Because
I don't
the
know.
more we wait, the bigger the chance evil team wins.
I don't think that makes sense in all of
I know, I'm just trying to make sense of it, but I'm failing.
Xaan 3.
I
Where
think
is the
it
other
was
outsider?
yes.
Hands, please.
Oh, sorry.
So I've pretty much everyone knows what I am by this point, but not everyone has my information. I'm your king. Night 2, I received Butler. Night 3, General. Both of whom I've heard. Kiwi, can I out this?
Yeah, I think at this point we should.
Okay, both the people claiming to be the Butler and the General, respectively, are in Kiwi's night pings. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell's happening there.
Oh.
It's extremely convenient.
That's not the night pings you told me, Kiwi.
I did tell you, Ryan and Tony D. I think you assumed I meant Leost and Tony?
No, you said Ryan and Dave.
Oh.
What?
Kiwi
No.
Puzzledrunk works in my world.
I have it marked on Tony D and Ryan this entire time. Either I misspoke, and I'm sorry for that, or you noted it wrong. I'm sorry.
I was never told by Kiwi that I was night picked or night seen.
I didn't inform anybody but Minty and Whitney who my night pings are. Because I felt strongly positively about them, and I thought it will help build some worlds. Because at worst, both of those will be minions.
Whitney, can I ask Savant?
Unless I'm Puzzlemaster Jack.
What trade is we saying? Oh, sorry. Ryan, go ahead.
Ryan.
With the info seemingly with the Savant in general, I actually think it might have been a Xaan last night. Tosho might actually be good, and there's just another set of evil out there.
Can we hear Savant information before the day ends?
It's in chat.
I'm gonna go to hands first, Darium.
All else see here pick. Q is the demon, Ryan Cassidy, and Amy is the minions.
And
this is muted. Oh, sorry. This is a nomination hand.
I don't know. Tony D's muted, so at least for me.
Oh, sorry.
The only thing I wanted to make mention of is I find it a little strange that a player is in both a knight and a noble ping. Anyway, that's it.
Yes.
The noble's not real. I don't have a
The noble is real. It's me.
I trust the noble.
I lied day one. I told a lot of people I was the preacher because I wanted to go to my pings and tell them that I was the preacher and I preached them. But I did hard claim my role to at least 2 or 3 different people on day one. And then I clarified with, we haven't talked yet, Minty. But I clarified with other people after that I'm the noble. My pings are Whitney, Joe, Matthew, and Ryan.
Okay, I won't nominate that.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, did Whitney Joe want to nominate?
Yeah, I wanted to nominate Minty.
Yeah, sure. Why?
So I am pretty much between 2 worlds right now, I think. Actually, no, I think I'm pretty much on 1 world at this point, which is, I think Ryan Cassidy, Minty, Atreides. That, if those 3 are all evil, all of my Savant info works, the Noble ping works, the Seamstress ping works, the Dreamer info works, the general info I think kind of works, and then Dave as a Puzzledrunk. That, to me, all fits very neatly, and it explains why, and it would also explain no, what's the word? No Xaan night on night 2.
Oh, sorry if I cut that off early. Minty.
I mean, sure, if you want to try to clear that world, by all means, go ahead. I'm currently
disconnecting.
Great. That's a great defense.
Hold on, I fucking DC'd. Waiting for it. Okay. Yeah, I DC'd in the moment. Sure, if you want to clear this world, by all means, go ahead. There, at least in my eye, seems to be a running world where Kiwi is the Puzzledrunk, which puts Ryan as a likely demon candidate, with Knight 2 being potential Xaan Knight, especially with regarding Days information, seeing Matthew as the Marionette. If you want to clear this, by all means, go ahead. But
okay.
I would just like to state for the record, I think I'm the only one that seemed to think that it's not a Xaan game.
Oh,
I don't think
that changes things.
Because there was a nomination, I'll give you 10 more seconds for nominations.
It's the most Guggie thing to just not have a Xaan in the
I think
Xaans.
it's similar to how Boffin now changes the way we play the game when it's on the script. I think regardless, if there's none on the script, we're always going to be scared of him.
Yeah. Honestly,
And I
it's the
think
first
the fear
game
of
for
it-
me with Xaan. I don't really know how to go with it, to be honest.
I think the fear of it is more helpful than an actual Xaan, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
It definitely can be, yeah.
I kind of don't think there's a Xaan.
I can't make your day 3 info make sense then, Whitney.
I mean, I can if Atreides is lying, or if the Serenovus has just selected the same 3 players.
I genuinely don't think Atreides is evil, though. Like, just socially. and that is like risky for me to say with someone saying there's a seamstress no on Atreides and I do think they're just good, but I'm also good, so like something is amiss.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to think that it's not as on.
Anyway, I'm gonna go put my pot roast in the oven.
I mean, it does also work if we just have a hidden Serenovus.
Yeah, true.
To be honest, a lot of people and a lot of claims were also a little bit open, and a lot of information is currently going out in the town. Certain information might just be a little bit fabricated, that's for sure. Just the question is which direction we are looking at. Someone that is extremely accurate, or someone that has some weird information that just doesn't add up. Because both cases work and don't work depending how we place poison around.
I'm tempted
or
to
drunkenness.
I'm tempted to believe the info that seemingly doesn't work on its face a little bit more, just because I think evil players are more likely to intentionally build worlds that work together with information that's out there.
In which case the Lost and Tony and Dave are in a weird position for me. I don't fully trust you, Wisney, to be perfectly honest.
Totally.
I feel like, as you said yourself, your brain is currently going 500 miles per hour.
Correct.
Amy, remind me, it was Matthew, Ryan, Whitney, or Darian?
Whitney.
No, it was me.
It was Whitney.
Matthew, Ryan, Whitney. Sorry, I was
Okay.
across the
No, you're fine. I couldn't remember the third.
If I'm evil, who's evil with me?
See,
boy.
you and I both can't
if
be
you're
evil.
loving Savant.
I just want to throw it out there. There's a possibility with if it's not a Xaan game, Lost and Tony could just be Leviathan. Matthew is the Marionette who didn't know that they're the Marionette, and Tosho could just be the Serenovus that has picked themselves every night.
But like,
I don't think
you're gonna put the Marionette in a noble ping with an Undertaker on the script. Like, that's the thing that.
But the problem was Matthew put themselves up.
Yeah,
right. But I'm saying the Marionette in the world where Matthew actually is the Marionette. Matthew is in a noble ping. That is like, I don't know, man.
Hello.
Boy. I do think I am actually just the puppet.
That's crazy.
We'll check. I hate you. We'll check. I don't think it matters. I think I'm just bluffing. I'll check Tony D.
You check Tony D and you learn evil.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
You, in my night information, is possibly a marionette. Because I wouldn't risk a demon unless I'm the Puzzlemaster drunk, which still is a huge possibility.
Okay, so let's disseminate. Ryan could be lying. And Tony D could be the Marionette. But there could be a politician in play, mucking things up. The problem is I'm not getting poly vibes from anybody. Unless maybe Dave. Like, we did get good on Kiwi Tway. Ooh, yeah, that's true. Never mind. We could be Puzzledrunk. I actually really want Dario to check me. I don't think Kiwi's poly, no. I think it would be... Oh, Kiwi could be poly. No, because Ryan suggested... Ryan said, I don't know if Kiwi told you. So in that case, Ryan, there would have to be a widow. And Ryan would have to know that Kiwi was specifically the politician. Like, Evil would have to have the Grim if they're going to make that play. I think I'm just the puppet, guys. And Kiwi's... Like, again, Chase, I'm adding all that up. This is a big part of why I like being told. Because I know how to sway things and appear a certain way. And if I'm just disseminating information that the storyteller is giving me, then I have to rely on that information being in the best interest of my demon. And if I know who my demon is, Amy is going to be. Oops. But yeah, I agree. I mean, no, it's fine. Listen, I have the benefit of the doubt. I think the other thing, and this is one of the things that I like going back to, is that like there is a combination of playing socially and playing mechanically that I think helps perception of myself. In this case, you can't lean too much on socials. You can't lean too much on mechanics. I am trying to solve the game, but I'm obfuscating while I'm trying to solve the game. I really should write, like, I don't know if I can. Yeah. No, I don't worry about like those sorts of like teasing phrases. That's just part of the game, right? Like, people are allowed to ventilate frustrations. There's a certain line that you need to abide by. And I've seen, I don't know, especially in this like culture and climate, there's like a real, like, not even dancing on the line. Some people like flagrantly jump over the line and then try to make you feel bad when they have acted badly. Oh. Exactly, love. Yes. Yeah. But this is a tight game. Let's listen in.
Matthew, I don't necessarily think that you have to be evil. You could very well just be the puzzle drunk, because I fully trust that Atreides is also good. If you were the puzzle drunk, then Ryan Cassidy is the marionette who was not told.
See, this is what I don't understand, though, is why Amy is pushing so hard for Atreides.
I'm not pushing for anyone. It's a Leviathan game though, and all we have is our social reads plus mechanical information.
Yeah.
And I think Atreides information is helpful.
I can clarify. Minty is not actually the king. Minty is the recluse, and I am Amy's marionette. That's why we're supporting each other.
Clearly.
That makes sense.
Minty's a king? I thought Minty was a queen. Get it, girl.
She is.
Minty,
Hello. I died again.
Why do I keep
Minty, do you mind
texting
putting
God?
your information in the chat one more time?
So this is concerning. I will put this in chat. But night 2, I had learned Butler. Night 3, I had learned General. Night 4, I learned Xaan.
There's a living Xaan.
Hey.
I don't know if I believe
Did you think the song would be dead?
Ryan, can you tell me what I dreamed you as?
Butler and something?
Butler and
Okay,
Xaan.
Butler is the good roll that I got. Yes, Butler and Xaan is what I got.
Yeah.
Butler is the good roll I got.
Oh, that's a
The problem is still the clock 2.
Oh, so I'm not Marionette. Okay, that's awesome. Actually, no, both my names.
Hello.
Hello. For me, Ryan is evil, I think.
I think we can kill Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan's not the demon.
Yeah, but I think we can safely kill
But
Ryan.
if Ryan is evil, then Xaan was probably on night 2, because there's Darium and then there's some other mysterious outsider that we haven't discovered yet.
Maybe there's a hidden politician.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, for sure. Okay.
So if you got Amy good, then isn't Amy evil if Matthew's good?
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible one of us is the puzzle drunk. And that, really, honestly, that throws a lot into it. I'm going to ask Darium if Darium has made a guess, because I think
All right.
Darium has to guess to. Well, I guess Darium could guess tomorrow.
Yeah.
I just wonder, like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we can
Who did you got night 4?
Night 4, I got Whitney, Joe, and got good.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Then the assumption would be all of the rolls they've gotten are actually out of play.
Yes, and the demon.
Hello.
Girl, what the fuck is going on?
So
what is going on?
Okay, so night 1, Matthew evil. Night 2, you good. Night 3, the lost evil. Night 4, Whitney, Joe good.
Okay.
The lost is trying to throw Ryan under the bus by claiming that Ryan is the Xaan.
So is Minty, and that concerns me. Minty is saying that you are the Leviathan.
Oh. Wait. Okay.
And that Ryan is the Xaan.
How does that make Whitney Joe's day 3 information make?
I don't know, but Minty is claiming that night 2 was the Xaan night and that Ryan is not the butler when she got that information.
Okay.
And that I just don't know what the
That's fair.
I don't know what's happening.
I do think
I don't think that you are evil, which is what Minty is claiming, that you are the demon. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Sure.
Happy to wear clown nose. It's fine. But
so if Ryan,
I think it's just the Lost and Tony.
I think so too. What is the safer bet? Killing the Lost and Tony first or killing Ryan first?
I think the Lost and Tony, because I think there is a distinct world where Ryan is just good based on my information combined with Dave's information combined with yours.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to push into that world first. I'm going to vote on it.
I think there's also a world where day 2 is the day that Whitney Joe got Chef 2 or Clock. I'm so fucking confused by that set of Savant information.
I think
Because
if that's
think it was
the
Xaan
Xaan night, I think that Whitney Joe specifically was poisoned, and I think that you got true information, and I think Minty got true information.
So the real Chef number is a 1?
I think so.
And it's Matthew the Lost. Okay.
Right. I don't know who the other minion
think I
is.
can
Most likely
believe
Kiwi.
Fosho, the very obvious non-outsider, wants to kill Ryan.
Yeah, no. I want to kill the Lost and Tony, I think.
I think that's safer, and I also don't think that, like, we can kill Ryan, but at this point, we have 2 executions left. And even if we kill Ryan and find out he's evil, that doesn't help us solve where the Leviathan is. Ryan is clearly not the Leviathan by the Lost's own claim. So, like, I don't know.
Right.
All right.
Agreed.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Let's try.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think.
Hello.
Okay.
I do trust
I no longer think you're evil.
Why?
I said I no longer.
I know. I understand. I'm.
Oh,
intrigued.
you seem so shocked.
No. I'm just. You were building a world. Did your Savant information point to something?
No. It pointed to Matthew possibly being Puzzledrunk.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes. I'll put it in chat. But I'm now onto a Tony Thurman.
Oh. Tony D?
No, Lost Tony.
Oh, the Lost and Tony. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the world that Amy and I were building.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Because Ryan was dreamt as the Xaan, quote unquote, by Lost and Tony. But, like, even if Ryan is the Xaan, Ryan's not the Leviathan. We have 2 executions left. We should be hunting demons at this point.
Yeah, well, I think Ryan is in there too, but yeah, let's go.
Sure, that's fine.
What's your information?
I believe you need to see a doctor if it's up that long.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna make a case for something, and I'm curious what Town's thoughts are. So I think we should execute today, and
I agree.
I think we should kill Atreides.
No.
Because I think regardless of how you break this down, I do not see Atreides and Matthew on the same team, and that's why I think Atreides is the safest kill. So that's my thoughts. I got slightly good last night. Who knows what the fuck that means? Yeah.
I mean, the same argument would work the other way, pointing at Amy. I don't see it.
No, I think there's a very distinct world where Matthew, Atreides, and I can all be on the same team if Matthew is specifically the Puzzledrunk, like we've been saying. I think if Ryan's being pushed on heavily, I think it's as a minion at worst. We should not be worrying about Ryan as a demon candidate currently, and we should be killing the Lost and Tony because there is significantly more proof of the Lost and Tony being evil, and a possible demon candidate over Ryan Cassidy or Atreides.
Specific rebuttal. If Matthew is Puzzledrunk, then why is Atreides reading evil on him?
What night was that?
Night one.
Night one, Matthew. Basically, Tony D is asking why Matthew got that you and I are on opposite teams.
Oh, or Matthew's just evil and doesn't know it. But Matthew reads good. If Matthew's evil, Matthew is probably just the marionette that doesn't know it because he's reading very good.
So I'd like to raise that last night I got a good on Whitney Joe. We have a king who learned a Xaan was in play. We have a dreamer who allegedly dreamt a Xaan. Your information seems to make sense, Tony D. Given that, I'm
not saying my information doesn't make sense. I'm just saying, whatever. My main focus today is I would like to hear a reasonable argument about how Matthew and Atreides can be on the same team.
Can I just real quick interject that Savant info is in chat and then I'll shut up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Tosho and Matthew can go first. And Dave.
Okay, Tony D, I would like to propose a world where both Atreides and Matthew is good. Matthew is the sober seamstress that got to know between Amy and Atreides. Amy is actually the evil one, and Atreides is the puzzle drunk. That's why Atreides got Matthew evil night one.
I will say I did get Amy as the Leviathan or the Noble, so.
I'm the Noble. Did you not dream me night one?
She did.
Yes.
Yeah, and I claimed to be the preacher to you. You didn't tell me that you dreamt me whatsoever. You just said you were the dreamer. I asked if you would dream me night two because I wanted to see if you would slip up claiming you saw me as the preacher when I was actually just the Noble. And then you came back to me the next day and told me that you had dreamed me night one. So I was just highly confused as to the when you added that information to other people, if it wasn't until day two and if it was fabricated to try to frame me as the demon there. But I am good. And I think I've been doing my best to try to help solve worlds. And I think that the Lost and Tony is the best kill for the day. I think we should absolutely kill today, and I think it should be her.
Matthew.
I just wanted to raise the point that we've talked about so many different minion sets. If it really is almost down to either has to be Xaan Marionette or Xaan Widow. If it's Xaan Widow, then I could be Widow poisoned, but no one heard the Widow's call unless there's a politician out there who got the Widow's call and is keeping it to themselves. Or I'm the puzzle drunk, but then that doesn't explain Dave's information.
I can explain it. So, Matthew, me and Whitney Joe were talking. There's a 99.9% chance you're just good. It would be a Xaan 2. Which means Minty, based on Minty's information, Butler cannot be in play, especially with the Xaan 2. We would have 2 outsiders otherwise, which then Ryan cannot exist. It explains.
Can be Xaan 3 still.
No.
If there's a politician who's hiding, yeah.
No, because Xaan starts on the night of how many outsiders there are.
Oh, right.
He received my Undertaker information night 2.
Oh, right. You're right. Sorry.
That's... I didn't connect the dots like that. No.
Wait,
If-
what are you
I
saying?
thought those two numbers can be different.
No, those two numbers cannot be different. That is the.
This is my first game with Xaan. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know.
No, but that is like the trick with Xaan. Is Xaan
So,
sets the
we're
number
on-
of outsiders and poison townsfolk on exactly that night.
We're on night 4.
That's
or
why
we're on-
everyone I talk to.
We're on day 4. Even if Ryan is a minion, we execute here. We move into the next day. Okay.
Yep.
My thing is,
This day has gone pretty long. I'm gonna go to hands. Joe.
So I think okay, this is gonna sound unhinged, but I'm actually gonna nominate Darium here.
Yep, sure. Why?
I'm fully prepared to be talked out of this. This is absolutely something that just occurred to me in the last 30 seconds and might just be me on my typical bullshit, which I usually am on. So, day 1, a minion is poisoned or my neighbors are the same character type. If we have a self-poisoned widow, like Tony, for example, might be, that means my characters are not of the same character type, and that means my neighbors are not both outsiders. Right? So they can't, so in that world, they're not both. So every self-poisoned widow world has to means that these are not both that. Day 2, Clock to Chef 2, Darium Dave. That explains a lot of the weirdness with the Marionette thing. Even number of village idiots in play, or Serenovus has selected the same player 3 nights in a row. I don't even know how to begin to work with that. I'm not going to touch it. Day 4, Dreamer has selected exactly one evil this game, or Puzzledrunk is one of the Atreides through Matthew inclusive. I think Matthew as the Puzzledrunk makes a lot of sense, which means that the Dreamer has not selected exactly one evil this game. Meaning, I think, Darium, Dave, Lost, and Tony. And I think that works with all the info? With Matthew as... No, wait, Matthew wouldn't be Puzzledrunk.
I'm gonna go to defense because that's a long accusation. Darium.
If your day 4 is and you think the dreamer isn't that they shows exactly one evil, then it confirms the other one to be true, unless you think it's on 4, which means I have to be in play. So I think you defended myself.
Great. You need 6.
Maybe?
Yeah.
That's a donut.
Your information is both suggesting Darium can be and can't be at the same time.
Okay, I don't know what to do with that.
It's selective information usage, if anything.
Minty.
The Lost, can I ask that you put your dreams in order in the chat, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Tosho.
Tosho's going to nominate Ryan.
Okay. Why?
Okay, so here's the world. For me, the dreamer actually dreamt 2 evil people last night. 2 evil people. It's Amy and Ryan. So your dreamer information is false, and Atreides is the one Puzzledrunk. So that's the one it's true. It's a base to XAAN game, and there's a Puzzledrunk and a hidden politician somewhere. And when Minty got a butler, it's actually a bluff, and Dave got a Mario, it's actually a bluff. Matthew's information is true, Amy is the evil one there. And then when Tony gets slightly good, the dreamer got a demon. When night 5, Tony got another slightly good, is because dreamer saw the XAAN. So that's what I think.
Ryan.
My one problem is the 2 people pointing towards me being the XAAN are my neighbors, who I concurrently believe I'm the Marionette that hasn't been goddamn told. The other people that are pointing to me being, pointing to me being evil is the noble, who is in a Seamstress ping, but that could easily be another whatever. They might even be a Puzzledrunk at this point. I'm still trying to work out Puzzledrunk worlds, which is the bane of me. Third, the information of a dreamer, a king, and a general all coming together on one night to essentially just ping me as a XAAN. it feels way too much of a coincidence. My concurrent evil team in my own head is some mix of Tony, Atreides, the Lost. That's kind of where my head's at. So, yeah. I don't want to die here because I think Matthew is just good. And I think it'll end the game.
Okay, you need 6.
I will be nominating.
I want to nominate
I
too.
find it
if we don't
very
nominate
hard. I want to vote, but at the same time, I don't.
I think I have a world.
Demon hunting.
I can vote.
Works kind of
Finally get my first vote of the game.
Ryan. You had
Oh,
your hand up
no.
earlier.
Dave
Mine
is-
was going to be the second half. What my second half of defense was what my hand was going to be.
Okay, then Dave.
Dave nominates Kiwi.
Okay, why?
So Kiwi's information protects Ryan. Kiwi and Ryan are not in the noble pings. I believe in a XAAN 2 game, Whitney, the reason why you got Chef 2, Clock 2 on day 2 is because it's actually a Clock 3. I think the evil team is Amy, Kiwi, Ryan. The Lost saw Ryan as the XAAN, so Ryan's never demon here. But the fact that Kiwi's information protects Ryan is very suspicious. I think I'm right here. People don't have to believe me, but I think I'm right. Matthew is sober. Amy's evil in that. Atreides, based on Whitney's information, Atreides would be Puzzledrunk. And I think Kiwi just fits all the information that's out there in a XAAN game. I think I just have it.
Kiwi.
The same can be said about either you or the Lost and Tony when it comes to combining information. And when it comes to information about Clockmaker, 3, 1, 0, all are possible. And it's just different combination of minions and sitting that would explain it. So I do not see the tunnel you are going through. But that's down to the town and what they see.
And Dave, unless you think you're the puzzle drunk, Dave, it cannot be Kiwi.
Yeah.
No, why would I have to be the puzzle?
Because Darium guessed you and got Kiwi.
Oh,
You're gonna need 6.
Interesting.
So there's still a world where this actually is the kill, but it's just a world where you are the puzzle drunk.
Wait, what was the guess?
Darium
It was
guessed
Dave.
Dave and learned Kiwi. My problem
But we
with,
also cannot trust it if we actually have XAAN.
my problem with Kiwi
I
is
don't know.
if Kiwi is claiming Knight and Ryan and Kiwi are both evil, why would Kiwi be the demon? I would think Ryan would be the demon trying to...
Because Ryan was saw as a XAAN on a non-poison night.
I understand that. What I'm saying is I think...
I'm waiting. Go ahead, Atreides. I'm waiting. I was letting Guggie know I was waiting.
Yeah. I just don't think that Kiwi claims to be a knight trying to protect a XAAN. That doesn't...
In
I
a
don't know.
Leviathan. In a
I
Leviathan.
mean, the knight couldn't protect themselves, so.
Amy nominates the Lost and Tony, please.
And why would you do that?
I think there's plenty of information pointing at the Lost and Tony being evil. I think in a self-poisoned widow world with Whitney Jo's information, the Lost and Tony could have been handed the Grim with her claim and is just a demon trying to look like a minion. But I think we need to be demon hunting right now, and I think the Lost and Tony is our biggest demon candidate.
And the Lost and Tony?
I am just a good little sleepy eyeball here with my ducky, having, dreams about my friends. That's it.
Okay, you need 6.
I feel like if Tony's evil, she's a widow.
No, she reads very much tired demon.
That's fair.
Wait, 6 is enough?
I'm honestly just fascinated to know. What
I think in either world, the Lost is evil. So regardless of if demon or not, I think that we're
I
still
mean,
killing an evil
actually,
player.
I regret that. I think we
the
should be
Lost
killing
will
Amy today.
nominate Amy.
Yeah.
The Lost nominates Amy.
Absolutely.
Amy has been pushing on me ridiculously hard this game. I got them as the Leviathan day one or the Noble. They could just be making up those Noble pings to cover, since they had a Preacher as a actual bluff and are just trying to throw me under the bus.
Okay, Amy.
I have not been throwing you under the bus the entire game. I have mentioned the fact that if you were the evil, you were probably a widow, but I think the same can be said, and it's not done enough, but I think it should be done more, and probably is being done here, is that you were just a demon who was given the fulcrum by the widow and using the widow bluff. I am good. I have told my pings since day one. I had said them in a way as if they weren't real, but I did say my actual pings. I can't wait to have you watch it back, Dave. But I gave you my true pings day one and just made it seem like I was making them up as I was saying them. But I gave those exact same pings out to at least 3 people on day one. And yeah, I'm good. This is a bad kill for Town on a Leviathan game.
Okay, you need 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
I think we need to tie this.
We should not be tying it.
We should
I'm
not be tying.
Unfortunately, wondering if you're both good. No, I can't do this.
Amy and Atreides could be evil together, and Matthew is the one puzzle drunk.
Oh God!
No.
Oh, we're doing it, Atreides. We got him.
We are.
We
We
had
got
him
him.
till this moment. Oh no!
If they're both evil together, why is Matt
Amy,
puzzle drunk?
Amy, thank you
No.
again for coming to me day one and telling me that I was your marionette. I really appreciate that.
I just,
You know how I do.
Wait.
Atreides and Novus, or
Okay, wait, Guggie, why does it say game ends? We have one more day after this.
If that's the world I give up.
Minty nominates Atreides.
Minty nominates Atreides. Why?
I don't expect this to lift, but they are currently my top demon candidate. I do think we do have a Xaan 2, with Ryan specifically being that Xaan. I do think with the Lost dreaming both Amy Night 1 with Ryan in the Noble pings, hence why Tony got slightly good, and similar reasoning for the reason why there was still slightly good when the Lost dreamt Ryan as the Butler of the Xaan.
Atreides.
I'm happy to die if you think that I'm a demon candidate. As far as I'm aware, I'm the only person claiming Village Idiot. Night 1, I dreamt Matthew dreamt. I selected Matthew, got evil. Night 2, I selected Amy, got good. Night 3, I selected the Lost and got evil. Last night, I selected Whitney Joe and got good.
You will need 6 to tie, 7 to execute.
Not that any information I have will be believed. We can tie this, and I can dream Atreides tonight.
I would much rather we not tie it and go for a demon candidate. I think in more worlds, the Lost and Tony are just evil.
The reason I don't think the Lost is a demon.
If we want to do a
is
demon
Dave
candidate,
saw
we should be
Marionette.
doing Minty.
I don't think Minty's a demon.
We'll see.
Has
Why
Minty been
is
nominated?
Minty a demon candidate? I don't
Minty
think
was
Minty is a
nominated.
demon candidate.
I have been nominated.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
All right, if you want to nominate
Atreides
me,
nominates Minty.
Atreides. That is not the thing I meant to do. Whoopsie. There you go.
Okay.
Why?
I dreamt Whitney Joe is good. Whitney Joe seems to think that Minty is a demon candidate. I was very clear with Minty day 1 that if I am the marionette, she better tell me. And she didn't. So I don't think I'm a marionette. If this is a Chef 2 somehow, with Minty being Leviathan, Ryan being Xaan, and me being Marionette, sorry team. I think the Lost is a better candidate right now, but if the people that I got as good think that Minty is a better candidate, I'm happy to lift onto Minty.
Minty.
if we really want to clear this role, by all means, go ahead. I I do believe that Whitney's neighbors are of the same character type. I do believe we're thinking of the wrong day 2 information, that we should be focusing on the clock 2. The day 3, I think there would be an evil number of VIs, which would be 0, hence why I nominated you. And then day 4, the dreaming Ryan the Xaan.
Okay, 6 to tie, 7 execute.
If anything, not that. I mean, it sounds completely desperate. We have one more day if we tie this. Whatever.
Oh, please think I'm good, but don't think I have any sense of
I think that you and Amy are both good.
Okay.
I agree. I think the 3 of us are on the same team. We're definitely doing great,
And with
evil
no more
team. Look
nominations,
at us.
The Lost and Tony is died. And in case anyone was wondering why it said gay men, it's because the gay men.
Oh.
Let's start with Tony D. Tony D, I think, learned a different team was winning every other night. That's because this game was crazy, and Cookie and Bananas.
Darium, can you mute?
Darium should mute. I forget why I showed Good was winning on night 1, but Evil was winning because you executed a good player. That's crazy. Yeah. That's so crazy. I'm not gonna say why I said Evil was winning on night 3, but there's a reason that I'll get to later. Whitney was your Savant who learned a couple things, but one of them was that Tosha was clearly the mutant.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought would be fun
Really?
for Tosho, and then Tosho immediately whispers to me, "This is the game I wanted to tell the truth." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, you can go for it if you want." Where do I go to next? Amy was the noble, which of course means, because I've shown 2 pings, Ryan was the Xaan. And it was a Xaan night on night 2, which is why Minty learned that Ryan was the butler, or there was a butler. And why Whitney Joe learned Chef 2 or Clockmaker 2, which are both not true. But it's not why Dave learned that Matthew was the Marionette, because that was actually correct Puzzlemaster guess by Darium.
Oh my
Wow.
That's why I said Matthew was winning on night 3, and then nobody ever brought it up, ever in the whole game, until like 1 nomination, which got 1 vote, which of course means that Atreides was the Marionette.
Oh,
Amy,
Atreides.
Amy, when are you going to trust me, Amy? Amy, please,
And
Amy.
the last Tony was the dreamer. Who...
I hate it here.
There was no world in which Matthew
Fair,
and
the last
Atreides
fair.
were all on the
So
same team.
hard to make
no
the world
world.
fit because I trusted Atreides so hard.
I'm sorry, darling. I did draw the Village Idiot token.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I wanted
And
to kill Ryan.
I did select Matthew night 1, and Guggie told me evil.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I hate being Marionette myself when I learn at the last moment that I am Marionette. So I told him from the very start.
I also thank you. That is my preferred means.
Puzzledrunk is
of
Dave,
knowing.
Tosha.
Dave, okay.
The lost. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, the loss.
I want to be sorry, but at the same time, I'm so happy.
I was
because
like,
that was the best game as evil I ever
Very
had.
very well played, Kiwi.
It was all in good fun, but still, yes.
That's fair. No, that's absolutely fair. No, because other people were pointing to other players being demons. And I thought at that point we should be executing into demons. We have 2 executions left. If Ryan is just a minion, great, Ryan's evil. We can discredit anything they're doing. We can set up a proper Xaan night based on the actual outsider count that we believe. But like, there's no reason necessarily to execute him.
I had
want
the correct demon.
Undertaker information, to be honest. That's why I want Ryan
That's
there.
fair. That's fair.
I just
You
want...
did, Dave. Yeah, you absolutely did.
I Atreides, when did you know that you were the Marionette?
Kiwi told me day one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah, I was
Hello,
like
sir.
when.
Yeah,
when
all of my pings outside of Matthew were made up. I literally checked Matthew, Kiwi twice just to make sure, and then and then Tony D. And I got consistent good on Kiwi for nights 2 and night 3, and I was like, well, either I am the puzzle drunk and I'm fucked, or like we've passed the Xan night, so I have to be getting quote unquote sober information. Yeah, it was wild. Hey, it's Atreides. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so that you can catch the weekly installments here. If you're looking for more ways to support the channel, you can treat yourself to some lovely merch at the store link below, or join our growing band of supporters on Patreon. Even what amounts to a Starbucks coffee a month really helps us out, and you get some fun free perks for doing so. Shout out to our current members. We are incredibly lucky and grateful to have your support. Thank you so much again for watching, and we will see you next time.